The two red-clad beauties were barking like dogs and tearing each other's clothes in order to be the leading ladies. The producer is watching from the sidelines with a tall glass of wine. What price does a country girl have to pay to become a big star walking the red carpet? Today we bring you the highly rated Taiwanese movie Nina Wu. Our protagonist, Na, came to Taipei from the countryside to pursue her dream. Although she signed up with an agency, after 8 years of hard work, she still hasn't made a name for herself. Now she lives in a cramped apartment, working as a web hostess, whispering and asking for gifts from her fans. Her meager income is only enough for her to eat dumplings every day. One day, her agent called to meet her and said she had an audition opportunity. A 1960s spy drama actress. But the film is large-scale, requiring full nudity, and even an adult plot. This makes many actors hesitate. But Na carried the weight of life. She gradually lowered the bottom line of her life. She chose to accept the audition opportunity. Things went well, and Na got the role as she had hoped. During the shoot, the director was so strict that he would slap Na, just to let Na get into the role better. Na didn't like this, but she didn't want to live the same embarrassing life as before. So she swallowed all her grievances and focused on her acting. On the eve of New Year's Eve, the director told Na to prepare herself mentally, because after the new year they would be shooting the most important scenes in the movie. Na nodded timidly. During the New Year's Eve reunion dinner, Na's family wished Na's film would sell well at the box office and become a big hit soon, as they felt it was most important to be famous as an actor. This inevitably put a lot of pressure on Na and made her determined to become famous. After the Chinese New Year, Na was not the least bit coy when shooting the big scenes and interpreted the performance generously and calmly. And interpreted the performance with generosity and ease. The movie was soon finished. After watching the film, the investors said that the film was fine and Na was a wonderful actress and would be a star of tomorrow in the film industry. The film was a huge success and Na was about to become the biggest actress of the moment. The commercials and endorsements came thick and fast, and with them came controversy. A sarcastic reporter asked her, "How do you feel about the large-scale scenes in the movie?" Na said that she was a professional actress and it didn't matter whether she was nude or not, what was important was to interpret the character. The reporters were not satisfied with this answer. They were aggressive and wanted more explosive news. Luckily, the agent took Na away in time to avoid the crisis. Na's family has a major change. Her father's business goes bankrupt and her mother has a heart attack and needs an operation. Na drops her job and goes back to take care of her mother. At this moment Na has a nightmare that a woman walks into the hospital room and tries to strangle her mother. This mysterious woman has kept appearing in her life since the audition ended. Na wakes up to discover that it is actually her high school friend Kiki visiting her mother. The two had a gay affair, but have not been in touch since she left for Taipei. Today, Kiki is working as a teacher in an elementary school. Na wants to get back together with Kiki. Kiki refuses because she promised her parents she would get married and have children. Na followed her all the way and kept begging. Eventually Kiki can't resist and has sex with Na anyway. That night, her father's debtor injures Na's family dog. Na loves the dog very much. The next day, she leaves the money her father owes at the door of the debtor's house and says that she will call the police about the mauling of the dog. Today, Na is a big star as she wanted to be, but her life still seems to be a mess and not getting any better. The movie was selected for the film festival and Na rushed back to Taipei to walk the red carpet. The agent arranged a slimming beauty treatment for her, and the person who slimmed her down was the creepy woman who kept appearing in her hallucinations, the woman who auditioned with Na at the beginning, number 3. In that audition, the producer asked them both to bark like dogs and tear each other's clothes. Whoever could get the other's clothes off first would be the leading lady. Both of them took off each other's clothes almost at the same time and became a tie. They begged the producer like dogs to give them a chance, saying they would pay any price. So the producer got them both into bed. Na and number 3 both paid the price, but in the end it was Na who was the leading lady. Number 3 is not convinced. She shows Na the video of the producer sleeping with Na, and says she will expose it to the press to make Na lose her reputation. Na rushes after No. 3, and after chasing her outside, she can't find any trace of number 3. She picks up a cell phone, followed by a call from Kiki. Kiki said she had come to Taipei and wanted to live with her. Na goes home and sure enough, she sees Kiki. Na woke up in the middle of the night when she went to bed and remembered that she had brushed past number 3 in the hallway that day, and that number 3 had not auditioned with her. In fact, number 3 refused the producer's request, and the only one who learned how to bark was herself. Did Na end up with the life she wanted? But she certainly finds herself in a bad place in her current life. The film's narrative is clever and evokes the viewer's imagination.